Alright, it has been a while since I did an episode like this. It has been a bit since I had chose to, show my face to the webcam. I usually don't have a problem doing it. There's only one other reason why I do it, because I will have like a messy room here and there. But how y'all doing? Was good. For anyone that's here, it is nice to see you. Let me get this stuff out the way. Alright. What's good, y'all? If y'all can barely see me, I could turn the light on. I could turn it up a little bit brighter. But what's good, y'all? It's hot in here. I'm riding the Phantoms. Nice to see y'all. Make sure y'all hydrate. Take care of yourselves. Because I sure as hell am. Hey there, Demonic. How you doing? Let me go ahead and refresh real quick. Let me refresh the, not the alerts. Not just the alerts, which I am going to do. Let me refresh our ticker here. We should be fine. Alright. What's good, you guys? Welcome. So, I got a couple of things. Been great. Got paid back 100 with an added 20 in the mix. Winter, how you doing? Welcome. Everyone that's coming in, welcome. It's nice to see y'all. Nice to see you guys. So we're gonna have a little bit of a talk, okay? I haven't done this in a little bit, but I think under the circumstances, this needs to be done. So, for anyone that has been aware, nah. Still waiting on me? Okay, yeah. I think I got you. What day is today? The 15th. I don't get paid till next week, so I'll see what I could do with next week. Cause I'm close to paying off everything I need to pay off from a firm. So if I don't pay you off next week, I'm definitely gonna do it in September, because September is gonna be football season, and I definitely want to make sure I get everything all done from there, whether it's people I owe or whether it's things I gotta pay off. But yeah, so for what I want to talk about is this. What happened earlier today was we caught the news, and I don't usually talk about this all that much. I don't usually talk about this game all that much. But the only reason why I want to talk about this is this worries the hell out of me. Not because it's the company, but because this is an in general issue for me. Now, I talked about this in game in general, but I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and show this real quick. Give me a minute. So, we here to roast Activision for a minute, okay? That's what we gonna do. We're gonna say what we gotta say towards Activision. No, I haven't just gotten up. I've really been up the whole time. It's just I'm sweating my ass off because it's hot around my room. Like, I could turn on, like, I would turn on my ceiling fan right now, but the thing is, I know if I turn it on, there's gonna be wind and shit blowing towards the mic, and I can't really, like, do that. So let me go ahead and put up the official tweet from this I guess I shouldn't say company, from this modding group. What happened? Here it is right here. So today our team members received a cease and desist order on behalf of Activision Publishing in relation to the H2M mod project. We are complying with this order and shutting down all operations immediately. Now, here's where the issue comes in. Omega already said this, but I will go ahead and provide full context, okay? For anyone that was unaware, and rightfully unaware, because let's be honest, we were either never interested in Call of Duty, which I know some people have not been, rightfully so, because, you know, you're not too big on shooters, and I completely get it. Or you have forgotten about it and you need a refresher. So let's go all the way back to when Activision decided, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. If you're an old school fan of our games, if you're an old school fan of Call of Duty from way back in 2007, 2008, and 2009, then you're gonna love this. What they did was they brought back Call of Duty 4, but they did a remaster. In fact, if you guys remember, I did a single player playthrough of the game. If you don't, that's fine. I'll probably do it again at some point because it was very fun. Coming along with that was the multiplayer version of said game from Call of Duty 4. So if you remember playing it from back in 2007, you'd be able to play it, but with, of course, better looking graphics, and the game was just fun, you know, from what it was back in 2007. That's what really made Call of Duty take the fuck off. It was really that game. But when they decided to go ahead and do it again, they did this with Modern Warfare 2, which I'm sure everyone and their mom knows how much fun Modern Warfare 2 was. Everybody had fun with that game. Especially the multiplayer. The single player was just phenomenal. But that multiplayer, ooh, man. Great. The only issue to this day that I still have with Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, the grenade launchers was way too fucking overpowered. And immediately as soon as the game starts, everyone would just shoot a grenade launcher all the way across the stage, and it would kill a motherfucker. But aside from that, the game, even still to this day for me, was peak Call of Duty from what it was. Now, they did a couple more after that, but we're gonna stop from there. So they did a remaster of that game. They brought in the single player from that game. What they didn't do was they didn't bring in the multiplayer for that game. Knowing how well loved that game was, it was just as much well loved as the first game. And what makes it even more crazy is how do you remaster the full first Modern Warfare game, top to bottom? You bring in this campaign from the game, you bring in the multiplayer from the game. I think they even went as far as to bring in the theater mode from the game, if I'm right. And I'm sorry, the game didn't even have a theater mode, but they brought that shit in. I think they did. I have to go back and find out. They went above and beyond to do that for the first Modern Warfare game. But when it goes to this game, you only give us the campaign and that's it? I'll be honest, this mod, I mean, like, no one goes this far to make a mod for this game had they brought this in the first place. We're not talking about this multiplayer mod if they would have just did their job in the first place. So that's red flag number one for me. Is rightfully so, people in general were and still is rightfully pissed that you guys did not do your job and take a game that was well beloved from 2009 and give it the full experience like you did your previous game. And besides, you want to cash grab us and make us just grab the story mode and be like, here, have this and have fun. That's fucking crazy. So, rightfully so, what the PC community did was they said, you know what? If they're not gonna do this, we should do it. Now, keep in mind the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare Remaster, right? Let me look this up. What day did that come out? What date did that come out? That came out November 4th, 2016. We're about to be almost 10 years since they released this remaster. We're in 2024 now. So just recently they decided, okay, we're gonna go ahead and take this version of the game and we're gonna put it on PC. They did it today. But people don't care about that. Rightfully so. Look, if we want to play Call of Duty 4, we'll do that. What people wanted was Modern Warfare 2. Now wait. Here's the deal, Winter. I know I'm going along with this, but I had to give the full fucking context with this. So that way people understand why we're pissed off about this. Why I'm pissed off about this, not just because of this situation, but because this is more to it than that. We're pissed off about this is, why the fuck do you care so much about a game that came out from 2016, that y'all released in 2016? Then you give us this campaign from what, like a couple years later? Yeah, 2020. You gave us this from 2020 with no multiplayer, right? Now, here's what makes this worse. Way worse. Activision knew way ahead of time what the fuck was going on with this mod. They were well aware what was going on. They knew years in advance before they decided to put this out on PC. They knew the PC community was going to be ready to, give this game the love and preserve this game the best way they know how. So here's what's more crazy. Days before this game officially released, they put out a sale for this game. The game was what, $20, $25? Everybody was buying this game waiting for this mod to release. And like the scummy company that Activision is, they wait till hours before this game officially releases and they put in a cease and desist order. Now, you would think by having this, right? You would think, is the team making any money off of this? Is the mod team making any money off of this? Not only are they not making any money off of this, here's where it really hurts. Activision was going to make money off of this because they actually sat up there and they told everybody, if you want to access this mod, you have to buy the game and then put in the mod for this game. Not only is this fucking stupid as shit to cease and desist this, they just shut off any form of money they would have gotten from this game. Completely shut off. off of nostalgia alone. I would have bought this. I'm not lying to you. I would have bought this. If this was still up, I would have bought this. I love the old school Call of Duty games. I made that blatantly clear right from the beginning. All I did with me and my friends, there were like 2 shooters we really played in. We played it a lot. It was Halo. It was Call of Duty. I know, cliche as fuck. But damn, did I ever have the most fun with those games back in the 360 era. Now, you said it sounds like a con move. Here's what's more of a con move, Winter. And for everyone else listening here. See, Call of Duty almost every year, they always have a server problem. They have hackers and modders from any game in any era coming in and fucking up the game, right? They have this every single time. Even right now with the current Call of Duty games, you're gonna have hackers and modders everywhere. Now, here's what's more crazy. They won't bother cracking down on that, right? They'll leave them alone. Because I guarantee if I take my ass back to old Call of Duty games right now, I'm guaranteed I'm going to see some modded username or some modded shit that's going to go down with said games. Or if I fuck around and if I bought the recent Call of Duty games and I see a hacker here and there, are they going to do shit about it? No. They'll fuck around and let that shit slide. Hell, what's more crazy, let's take a look at Black Ops 3. They put out modding support for Black Ops 3. I'll repeat this again. They put out modding support for Black Ops 3. So they're well aware of what the PC community can do if you can't do your job right. And that shit is still up there to this day. You'll do that. You'll do that. You'll allow all that, right? But you're gonna call a cease and desist on this? Which would have made you money?
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
What the fuck? Bro. This is like Halo Master Chief Collection not allowing mods for all 4, 5, 6 of their games currently on the Master Chief Collection. That's how fucking dumb this is. That's like Grand Theft Auto 5 not allowing mod support for their game. That's why I'm irritated. That's why I'm pissed off, because it's like, what I find so fucking crazy is you were bought out, Activision in this case, they were bought out by Microsoft, which allows said modding for these games. They have modding for their first party title, their most famous game they ever put out in Halo. They allow that shit. They probably allow it for Gears of War. They allow modding for almost probably any game you could think of. They don't give a fuck. But then you decide to come in and pull this. I don't get it. I mean, look, Omega, look, here's what's crazy. We give Capcom shit for mods with what they do, but they still allow you to put these mods in the game. They just tell you to just don't fuck with people online. So long as it doesn't in any way fuck with everybody's experience, they'll still let you have these mods. I don't get this shit. And that's where I see this being a general problem. Because if you have a company like this, like Activision, that has the community by the balls twisted like an Italian mafia member, the sad part is, and I see this coming a mile away, this is gonna get brushed over when they start promoting Black Ops 6, and this is gonna happen. When they start promoting Black Ops 6, this is all gonna go away and nobody's gonna fucking they're not gonna give a shit. Literally that, Omega. Literally that. They're a more crackhead version of Nintendo. It's just the fact, you know what? That's the perfect comparison. They're Nintendo if their games were third party. And if they feel like shutting you down. If they feel like it. Because they know this for a fact. Have they dropped this game along with Black Ops 6 coming, they know what's about to happen. People will play this game. They would have played that modded version of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They would have played that over Black Ops 6. Rightfully the fuck so. Because let's keep it 100 here. Activision has been out of ideas since really Modern Warfare 3. Nobody won't talk about that. The minute Call of Duty for me got on the PS4 and Xbox One, it was over for them. Their games were not entertaining. Their games were not really all that fun. It stopped being fun for me. Rightfully so. But that's where I see the biggest issue with this is not just this issue with Activision, which is definitely a big problem, but this could be a big issue with any other company that's gonna feel bold enough to do this. If Activision did this, I expect the fuck is their name to do this? The fuck is their name? Whoever do, yeah, was it ID Software, Fallout, Doom? I expect them to do this. No, Treyarch and Infinity Ward, they're under Activision. Yeah, Bethesda. I expect Bethesda to do this. Treyarch and Infinity Wars, they're under Activision, so they're, that don't matter. They're under them by branch. Yeah, that's literally why I said I got a big issue with this winter. Because look, I see this coming a mile away. If Activision does this, any other company can do this. If they're under a first party brand. If you're under Microsoft, if you're under Sony, and you don't like some shit, and you got a first party company backing you up like that, you can afford to take down whatever, anything you want. You can do that shit, and there you go. You can fuck around and practically kill the PC community right then and there. I know why, Omega's because of money, because here's the problem here. And sadly, Activision knows this. That's why they're doing this. Because they know just saying Call of Duty's name means money. Just saying Overwatch's name means money. Just saying Whatever it is that's under the Activision brand means you're making money. That's why they can do this. That's why this is scary. Cause say if they fuck around, they do a half-ass remastered of the old Spider-Man games from PlayStation 1 or from the PS2 or Xbox era, and say if you wanted to mod it, they wouldn't even let you do that. Now we'll see here. They announced this on their Discord. It's the perfect meme right here to describe it. That old school meme with Patrick. I forgot the enemy name. Where it's like, look, this shit was on top of Steam. It was number 3 on Steam sales until they made this move. This shows you how scared they was. Number 3. Unfucking real, bro. It's almost like y'all don't want money. So you're still making money while fans can play the mod. It's a win-win. Makes sense to me. So let the fans release the mod, and then bam, they hit you with this. Yo. And this also doesn't help. A former dev member of Infinity Ward says, look, a lot of the original Infinity Ward team consists of devs who used to be modders. So they get this shit. The original Call of Duty PC games released mod tools and server files to empower community creations to expand on the original vision. Built systems to help your gaming community, but don't strangle it. And this is what they're doing. Again, it's unfucking real to me. Now, more comments like this, which goes directly what I'm talking about. It took 8 years to shut down the engine and the engine owning and cheats, which directly affects Activision sales and products. See, this is shit that actually hurts them. See, this hurts their sales, hurts their products, as well as hurts the player base that spent money on said game. But it took just a week for them to shut down a community-led project that actually helps them. Like, this how ass backwards it is. I just still can't believe it. Now, I'll believe it when I see this, when people talk about I will never buy another Activision product or give them my money. I will believe it when I see it. Because this is, again, the issue I have when you have Black Ops 6 coming out, whatever other Call of Duty game comes out, y'all gonna run right to that fucking game and y'all gonna play it. But if y'all really all about hurting pockets on the company, stop buying that shit and go play something else that is actually fucking fun. Or that actually gives you the closest feel that you had from the old games. Now, I understand while I say that, there's a free-to-play game out there called X-Defiant. I remember playing a little bit of it on stream. Now, here's the problem with X-Defiant. It's not more so towards the game, it's more so towards the company. I don't give a fuck about Ubisoft all that much. Y'all know I gave my problems with Ubisoft long ago. And not just me, Fuyu also gave her issues towards Ubisoft, such as the fact that they fucked up Rayman the way they did, and in my case, where they fucked up Splinter Cell. But look, if y'all want to have that closest feeling that y'all had to the old Call of Duty games, you got that game right there. And what makes it better is the fact that it's free to play. So you can't get mad for not spending any money. What happened to that Bud Light situation? I've heard people mention that a couple of times already. What happened with Bud Light? That people decide to fuck with them over. Now, I don't know how legit this is. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. Now, I'm seeing someone that did this, but of course, here's the community note. I don't know who the fuck that is, Omega. Here's the community where he said the founder of the project has warned people to not download any supposed leaks, as no official files have been uploaded, and users uploading leaked files most likely contain some malware. I'm seeing people just play this shit off like right here. So I can't exactly, I'm not going to do that, and I can't exactly know how legit that is. I wouldn't even risk it, but the fact that people want to go that far to do this, to want to play this, should tell me enough. Like, they tired of the bullshit, and they need to keep that up. Basically, a dude in a dress they grabbed from who the fuck knows where to promote their brand, and it cost them billions for a good bit. Good. That's what they get. That's what they fucking get. That's what they fucking get. That's what they get. That's literally what they get. I fail to see the issue. I'm gonna take a drink. Give me a minute. I'm going to hydrate. Stupid ass companies, man. You would think you'd be smart enough. Using a dude who thinks he's a woman to promote their brand is what hurt them in their wallet. Go ahead. Go ahead, Winter. Feel free. What's on your mind? That's what we're here for. We're here to talk about some shit. But that one thing in particular, I had to go ahead and say this because it's like, look, that's been on my mind the whole day. Even when I was out grabbing Chinese food, I'm like, I can't process how fucking stupid this is. You would think companies would actually capitalize on nostalgia. But here we are. I don't know, man. I don't know. Fucking idiots. I'm not gonna attempt that, but I don't blame people for doing this. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I know exactly who the minute you said she's finished, I'll give her a shot. I'll give her a shot. I might as well give her a shot after this. I mean, once we're done talking, we can go ahead and see how she is. I mean, we'll go ahead and like try it out live. I don't got a problem with that. I just wonder who's pulling the strings, bro. It don't matter who's pulling the strings. I don't care. All I know is this shit is stupid. It's dumb as shit. We still have mods for to this day up for these old ass games, but this is where you draw the line. Especially when you have cheaters and shit that actively hurt your pockets. Dumb as shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If this would have worked, I would have had a fucking reason to sit up there and go and you know, like, play some Call of Duty on stream. The older ones. I would have actually, like, multiplayer. I would have actually fucked around and be like, you know what? Let's play this shit. Let's actually have some fun. They never will, dude. I look, I wish I can give you the answer, bro. I truly wish I can give you the answer, but I can't. I don't know what the fuck Activision is thinking. I don't know. I just don't know. Now, Um, I will say at least one bit of good news. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I know how I feel about it. So I haven't played Need for Speed Unbound since it released, and I was able to take advantage of their money cheat. And I'll be honest, even before that, it wasn't all that fun. So Need for Speed Unbound is gonna come out with a new update I have not touched in a while, but damn, I'm gonna touch it after this. So we're gonna have cops and racers, man. You already know how I'm feeling with this. Cops and racers. We're gonna have the hot pursuit mode, which is a 4v4 pitting cops against the racers. If you see me play Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, you know how intense that shit be. They also bringing back the weapons that y'all saw me use in Need for Speed Rivals. The cop progression, upgrade your arsenal to become the meanest and most capable force on the streets. They come out with some new rides. They come out with 9 unique like different cars, like custom cars for the cops. They have the only thing I don't like about this is I don't like the premium passes, the speed passes, but honestly, they're probably just like what cosmetics and shit, so I don't really give a fuck. I mean, look, I'm learning how to be an artist, but if there's one thing I know how to be an artist on is when it goes to video games. Take a look at how I did my cars, not the cop cars, but how I did my cars in Need for Speed Heat. I enjoyed the creativity from there. We also got some of the Need for Speed Legends with their different forms of it. So like, if you remember playing Need for Speed Most Wanted in 2005, you remember seeing the cross Chevrolet that was chasing after you. That's highlighted here, which would be fucking great because I would love it if somebody actually came in with that Chevrolet and they started chasing the fuck out of me. I'll be like, oh shit. We got some more of the Speed Hunters customs, the signature styles effects. When we got some more stuff. All I know is this, I can't wait. So we got a Hot Pursuit thing going on. Hot Pursuit Most Wanted update coming on. And I can't wait to have fun with that. So especially with bringing in the weapons from Rivals, man. Oh my god. Y'all know for me, the weapon system in Need for Speed, some people may hate it, some people may like it. For me personally, I fucking enjoy it. It gives you more of an intense feeling when you're actually in a race. Like, you really couldn't sit on your laurels. Like, yo, you actually had to be on a lookout. Like, one good EMP or one good spike strip away, you will lose the lead. And for me, that shit is, it's always been fun. So I'll happily keep that shit around. You're gonna step on the gas. Oh my god, that old ass song. But aside from that, that's the one big negative news and the one big good news of it. I'll give one more. I'll talk about one more. I'll talk about my thoughts so far with Madden NFL 25, and I'll keep it short and sweet because I know not everybody here is all about football, so I'll keep it as short and sweet as I can. My thoughts on the games is as simple. The game is fun. Offensively, which if you like throwing the ball a lot, if you like running the ball a lot, you will love the game when it goes to the offense. When it goes to the defense, whew, it's rough. And it's more rough to play defense in this game than it is in even college football 25. And y'all see me play that a couple of times. Let me put it like this. I went up against at least 8 opponents in Madden. Okay? I'm gonna leave this up here anyway, in case of some people who haven't seen it. I went up against 8 teams. Whether they're an elite quarterback or not. I went up to like top, bottom, elite, average, below average. I shit you not, motherfuckers were not missing. They don't miss a pass. Like, Whatever you threw at them, they weren't missing. You could throw sideline, fade over the top, at the bottom, over the shoulder. Don't fucking matter. They weren't missing. And what doesn't help that they weren't missing, zone defense is ass. Period. If you're trying to tell a defender to stay at a specific spot or watch a specific spot and make sure that a receiver doesn't get open in said spot, they will not do it. And even if they do it, the pass is so on point they can't get there in time. No, basically yes. Which is even more crazy because if I fuck around and if I start passing the ball, I'm gonna be honest, most of the time I don't miss. But when I miss, I get hit with a bad interception. But running the ball, phenomenal. If you have a great team that runs the ball, phenomenal. You would just be running all over teams. You'd be damn near not finding a reason to pass. But when you do pass, you don't fucking miss. At all. User quarterback, CPU quarterback, don't matter. Motherfuckers don't miss. And I think that's the one big issue I got with the game is defense needs work, quarterbacks needs work because they don't miss. It don't make sense how a below average quarterback in the NFL can be out here playing like Tom fucking Brady. GOAT status. Don't miss a pass. Don't miss. Oh, and by the way, receivers, don't drop a ball. You can literally throw up a lame duck. They will catch that shit. Come down with it. Don't matter. They will not drop a ball. Motherfuckers will turn into Larry Fitzgerald. Everybody on the field. 5 wide receivers. Larry Fitzgerald everywhere. And if y'all don't know the stat with Larry Fitzgerald, let me just keep it to you quick.
Bruh.
Let me just keep it to you quick. Larry Fitzgerald, I believe, has over 120 catches, 130 catches in his career. Whatever the fuck it is. He has more fumbles than he has more drop passes. I'm sorry, 500, 600, whatever the fuck it is, catches in his career over his 10-year career. Whatever it was that he had. He has fumbled the ball more than he dropped the ball. That's how hard it is to replicate what Larry Fitzgerald did in the league. Out of a 10-year span. 10, 11-year span. Motherfuckers return to that with everybody on the field. Other than that, I don't got a problem. Rushing the passer feels great. But defense, coverage defense needs a lot of work. Quarterback needs a lot of work. Wide receivers need a lot of work. Those are the only 3 things. I haven't gone so far much to talk about the franchise because I'm currently in my first year of franchise. So I don't know how I'll feel with it after a couple seasons in where I feel like, okay, this is it. This is the franchise mode. I don't know yet. So I'm holding off my thoughts on that until I get further in. And then I'll come back with another episode and I'll talk about it from there. But otherwise, that's all I got to talk about. That's all I got to say.